Good morning. Welcome to today's 10-minute portrait drawing practice. I'm not quite sure how to go about doing this because this is a 5-person portrait. So does everyone get 2 minutes each? I don't know. Maybe it'll be a bit longer. Maybe some of it will just be brief. But I'm very happy to be here with you. Thank you for joining me. Please say hello in the chat and leave a comment if you're watching the replay. Today, from our community of creative friends, Maya suggested Eli to me, who has founded a stray cat and dog rescue place in Bali, and it's been really lovely connecting with Eli, and I just love this reference photo that she's provided for us with these 4 dogs. And I was just looking through some stories on Instagram about a puppy that was rescued and had a fall and a broken leg, and that it's healing so well. And I just find it really moving to see the attention, care, and love that these animals are receiving, and thinking that all of us, all life forms, really, if we collectively were able to prioritize care and nurture for all life, wouldn't that be a wonderful thing? And I think it must be possible. And that's part of the idea with our sketching. We're looking at people who are working towards a beautiful and bountiful future for us all. So I think it's really interesting. And a couple of people have suggested dog rescuers for our drawing practice. So it's really nice today to have Eli and these wonderful furry friends to draw. Good morning, Elizabeth, Anne-Marie, Maya, and Eddie. Maya, thank you so much for sharing Eli and Streetpaws with us. Enjoy your break. Eddie, let's draw. I thought I was going to use a different pencil, but I'm going to use the same one as yesterday. Okay, we'll see how we go. I was even thinking about maybe making this a 2-page spread, but it could also be really brief. We can just see what's possible in 10 minutes, shall we? And we don't need to get everything drawn. I think that's always a good thing to keep in mind, that you can focus on certain things. But it also can be really fun and loose and expressive when you try and capture a lot in a brief space of time. So just get the timer ready. 10 minutes, everyone. Let's start sketching. It's Tuesday, by the way. So tonight, 7:30 p.m. German time, we'll be sketching in Zoom, and I would love you all to join if you have time and the ability and access to Zoom. Please come and sketch with us. It is such great practice. And Maya, so cool that you're here, and we will be meeting in July, which is very exciting. And this is, I guess, the first kind of announcement that I'm going to be teaching a workshop in Switzerland in July, and Maya and I have been drawing together since, 2020 maybe. So it's been so great having you along and sketching together so much, and I can't wait to meet. It's going to be so cool. And a big part of how I feel like I'm able to just get into it and be like, 10 minutes, let's just go, see what we get done, and just start sketching. A huge part of my practice, a core part of my practice the past 6 years has been these online Zoom sessions, which has just been such a wonderful shared space to sketch together. And it's really nice spending that time online, live, chatting and drawing each other, sharing stories, just sharing time together. It's such a cool thing to be able to do. Lewis, good morning. Lewis, no inconvenience. I'm sorry that you had someone reacting strangely to your post. So apparently Lewis had tagged the not the photographer of Misan Hariman who were drawing yesterday, and someone reacted strangely. But yeah, you've corrected it now, and we move on. I hope it wasn't too unnerving for you. But the best thing when people, if we make mistakes, to just be like, okay, thank you for bringing that to my attention. I will do what I can. and sometimes people get upset about things, and being able to take it on. I've had a couple of situations where I have drawn people where I had thought that I had permission in advance, but then the people being drawn weren't aware of it, and they said that they would prefer not to be. And I think just to respond with humility and care is, that's whatever you can do to keep it good for yourself and to be accommodating. Just roll with it. The one in the back has get on with it. Yeah, I was wondering about this too. Ely looks so happy. And a lot of the other photos that I've been seeing on Instagram, the dogs, they look so happy. And I was looking at this one. It's like, the dogs don't seem as joyful, but Ely's joyfulness is really shining, and having the background context of knowing the good work that's been shared with these dogs, that they're getting a home and being healed, that but even the recipients of our care and attention don't always have to be happy. That's something I've learned with my kids, we can pour ourselves and our attention and our love and our nurturing into each other, and it's not always received with joy and appreciation, but it's a good thing to do. But yeah, as I was looking at the dogs, I was like, oh yeah, they're just kind of like, oh, what are we all doing here? Let's get on with it. Maya, 2020, how good that we've known each other so long now from drawing online, and we'll finally have the chance to draw together in person. I'm very much looking forward to it. And I'm honoured that you jumped up on the opportunity. That was the first half minutes, and I think I'm going to leave out the other couple of dogs for now, at least, anyway, because there's so much already going on here. So, honoured that you just reserved your spot without even knowing what the workshop's going to be about. So I've been yesterday and today working on my concept and sales pitch, I guess, for the workshop. And I've got a few workshops coming up this year, so I'm really giving a lot of thought to it about what it is that it's all about, what's going to be conveyed, and taking on a lot from some of the tutorials and online workshops that I've shared as well, and to see how that's going to be brought to the in-person space, which is always such a wonderful and such a different experience than online. It's almost like it's a different genre of learning and teaching. Yeah, so I'll be arriving on the 24th, Friday of July, in Zolfingen. And so really the night before the workshop actually begins will be like the social beginning. So I'm not sure how things are for you, Maya, or anyone else who may be watching and have the possibility to join us. But I'm thinking we can already start hanging out, sharing some time and sketching together on the Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday will be really immersive. A lot of portrait sketching, a lot to learn and share together. It's going to be really cool. Who here has, I may have asked this in the past, but who has a pet? Dog, cat, any other kind of animal friend and family member that you share your lives with? I know I've often talked about Holly and her amazing relationship to dogs. She visited her little dog friend yesterday, Alma, one of her dog friends, and it's so cool. We have 5 rabbits, and yeah, the relationship to the rabbits is very different to dogs and cats because they're not as directly in relationship in the same way that like dogs and cats are. But it's also really cool to get to know their personalities and that they all have different ways of being and interacting with each other, interacting with us. Yeah, this is really a lot for 10 minutes. But how's everyone doing? I also often like to think of these sketches, if something feels like it's working out and it has potential and is kind of inviting you to spend some more time with it, that these 10-minute sketches can be the seed for something more in-depth. And often starting with that really loose and quick approach brings this kind of dynamic quality to the drawing, which when we expand upon that with a bit more time can be a great foundation to do some more work on top of. Oh yeah, and by the way, there is a Streetpaws.CH website where if you're interested in supporting the work of these wonderful people, there's a whole team of people working together with Ely, giving these beautiful furred people so much assistance and care. And if you feel called to support and help them out, then either find them on Instagram, streetpaws.ch, or go straight to the website. Lewis has had 3 cats and 2 dogs, but at the moment has 1 dog and a turtle. How is it having a turtle? What is your relationship like to the turtle? That was 10 minutes. The timer just went off. So I feel that, this is a nice beginning. Feel like it could definitely, could spend a whole bunch more time on this. Good morning, Andrea. And Ingrid, hello. So this is interesting in terms of it being a group composition. I feel like could do so much more with this, could expand over onto the next page. There's also interesting choices to be made when you have lots of elements in the composition, what to focus on. And there are so many different ways we could go about sketching this. So for now, this is it. Thank you for sketching along with my 10-minute portrait practice. And thank you, Ely, and everyone in the Street Paws team. Thank you to these sweet dogs for being our muses today. And if you, at 7:30 p.m. Central European Time, have time, come and sketch with me in Zoom today. I think the link is in the description. You can also get in touch with me. Anyone with access to Zoom is welcome to join. And it's a really wonderful opportunity to just spend some time sketching. You don't have to stay for the whole 2 hours. It's really open and flexible, and however you are able to participate, attend, then we'd love to have you there. And that'll be happening tonight. So come sketch with us. It's always great practice and a lot of fun. All right, I'm just going on over time, but that'll be it for today. And would love to see your sketches. So if you've been sketching along, would like to share on the Discord server or on Instagram, please do. You can tag me and Streetpaws, and we'd love to see your work. So thank you, everyone. The turtle is very quiet much of the time inside water. Put it on the ground to walk around the terrace and it takes a little sun. That's great. Anne-Marie has one cat, a girl cat, passed in September. Yeah. It's intense, but the blessing of being able to share that time together is very special. So yeah, we have had other pets in the past, but at the moment we have these 5 rabbits. Thank you, everyone. Drawing hand emoji in the chat if you've made it to the end of this, and let us know about your pets in the comments if you're watching the replay. Thank you, thank you, thank you.